Hello, I'm Hadi, and this is my customer journey analysis of Malaysia Airlines. Over next few minutes, I will map the pre-purchase, purchase, and post-purchase experience, diagnose where the journey break down, and recommend how Malaysia Airlines can close the gaps. Malaysia Airlines positioned itself on Malaysian hospitality, which is warm, personal service layered onto a full service network airline, competing against a low cost carriers on one side and premium global rivals on the other. So this presentation will does four things. I will map the journey across the app, web, airport, and cabin, diagnose customer motivation and trade-off using Herzberg theory and laddering, frame the organization root cause problem using design thinking, IDA and the gap model, and finally recommends targeted, innovative, and sustainable improvement. So the MH journey moved through three stages. The pre-purchase is about awareness. Passengers discover the Malaysia airline through the app, the website or social platform like TikTok, YouTube, triggered by business, vacation or family travel. So the purchase is where they book through the official engine, flight plus hotel bundles maybe, or the MH upgrade system. So all these are shaped by yield management. So two passengers on the same flight can pay very different fares. So post-purchase will cover the airport, the flight itself, the Enrich loyalty program, and Ask MH support. So importantly, this journey is not linear. So a passenger status tier and a travel purpose change, which are the touch points that matter the most. So in pre-purchase, Malaysia Airlines Touchpoint are the mobile app with fare alerts, the website fare calendar, and social content. TikTok Reels, YouTube destination films, Facebook promotion triggers differ by traveler. Business travelers care about schedule reliability, holiday makers respond to destination inspirations, and families focus on baggage allowance and comfort. So the insight here is that awareness is fragmented. There are no single channel dominates discovery, and there's a real gap between inspiring content on social media and actually starting a booking, which I'll come back to when I cover the IDA model. So at the purchase stage, Malaysia Airlines offer its official booking engine, flight plus hotel, bundles to raise a basket value and MH upgrade, which let the passengers bid for a higher cabin closer to departure, where underneath all this is yield management, pricing that shift constantly with timing, demand, and also enrich status. So one friction point worth lagging is the six-digit booking reference required for check-in and servicing will create a real information barrier for infrequent flyers who will misplace it. So this small issue, but one that quietly add to a service desk load. So post-purchase starts at the airport, check in at KL Central or KLIA, then move into the cabin where Malaysian hospitality is delivered through crew interaction and comfort. So the Enrich loyalty program shapes the future bookings and Ask MH Plus customer service channels handle complaint as disruption. This is where the stage where the brand promise is actually tested in real time. It's where the loyalty is either won or lost. So to understand why passengers choose Malaysia Airlines, I applied Herzberg two-factor theory, which is motivators. The thing that genuinely delight passengers are warm, personalized crew interaction, recognition tied to enriched status, and thoughtful service recovery. So these are what differentiates MH from a low-cost carrier. So hygiene factors are different. On-time performance, working an entertainment system, responsive support during disruptions. So passengers rarely praise this when they work, but when they fail, the trust in Malaysian hospitality collapses faster than any motivator can repair. So passengers weigh MH against a low-cost carriers constantly. A lower headline fare is tempting, but Malaysia Airlines offer 30 kg of baggage, premium seat comfort, and a full hospitality bundle in. So using lettering to understand this, the attribute is a seat upgrade through MH upgrade. The functional benefit is arriving feeling rested, and the ego benefit is performing well at an important meeting. So passengers are not really buying a seat, they are buying that kind of outcome that insight directly shapes my recommendation later on. Using design thinking, I move past surface symptom to find the root cause, where flight delays are not just an operational hiccups. So the root cause is supply chain and crisis management inefficiency. Booking code confusion is not a passenger error, it's a weak information architecture at the post-purchase touch points. An inconsistent upgrade uptake is not about price, it's that the MH upgrade interface undersells the benefit, framing it as a transaction rather than the outcome passengers actually want. So, evaluating MH communication against the AIDA model, attention and interests are strong. Social content and fair alerts do capture attention, and destination storytelling will later build the interest. But the desire and action are weaker. The bundle benefit are described generically, and the handoff from inspiration to actual booking has a real friction. That desire to action gap is the weakest link in the funnel, and it's losing conversion to competitors with a smoother path to purchase. So a gap model reveals four service quality gaps. A knowledge gap. MH underestimate how passengers value clarity on baggage and upgrade rules, while a standard gap recovery script are not consistently applied through the Ask MH. And a delivery gap is where the ground service varies between KL Central and KLIA, even though in-flight hospitality is strong. And a communication gap is where the Malaysian hospitality promise sometimes outpaces what disruption handling actually delivers. So my first recommendation is personalization, where Malaysia Airlines should use the past travel data, the road history, cabin choice, and rich tier to build passenger personas like the time press business flyer or the value seeking family, and a tailor app content and offers accordingly. So critically, applying the laddering insight from earlier will redesign the MH upgrade interface to lead with the outcome. Arrive rested for your 9 a.m. meeting, for example, instead of just a price difference. So this will directly targets the AIDA action gap and the knowledge gap at the same time. So secondly, sustainability. Reducing a single use of plastic in flight, promoting fuel-efficient routes to eco-conscious travelers, and reporting progress transparently through Enrich. Thirdly, the service excellence. So MH should look to maybe Singapore Airlines on transforming customer service, training model, and its use of meal and service simulators to test experience before they start to roll out. So pairing this training investment with the gap model findings will surely target or directly target the standard and delivery gaps.